Amen. So many times we say, you got to be on the cross, you got to be on the cross. You know what? For a long time, I didn't even know what that meant. When I went to church, it was customary to stand. I was in the old Pentecost. The old Pentecost.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody gets up and says, I thank the Lord for saving me, sanctify me, fill me with the Holy Ghost. Okay, I got up and did it.
Mm-hmm.
I done what I was told to do. Did it have a meaning to me? Did it have a meaning? I had a relationship, but I didn't have the fellowship. I had no clue what sanctification meant. No clue. I heard him say it, the women, the men, they'd all do it. And so I did what they told me to do. But I didn't know what it meant. You've got to have a relationship with God. Being on the cross, and take up your cross means to deny the natural or the carnal man, the old person that you were. Forget it, deny it, it's gone, it's past, it's over with. Deny yourself. Refuse to acknowledge the self, the natural man. Refuse to acknowledge that natural man.
Mm-hmm.
As we get a fuller glimpse of what revival is, we start to see both of the reality of what's going on in our life and the need for the revival that's in our life. Because God starts dissecting us and He shows us what's in us, and we see the ugly things. Some things we want to get rid of, some things we don't. The fact of the flesh, self, and pride. Selfishness will take you right to hell.
Amen.
Pride. You know, pride is so awful. Pride was the sin that cast Satan out of heaven.
Amen.
Do we have it? A lot of times there are parts of it in us.
Amen.
We're really trying to get rid of it. I'm just going to be real. It's there. So many Christians, preachers, when they start out, they're rambunctious and all that. They want to be seen. They want people to know, I've got an anointing on my life. I am so and so. You better pay attention to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You need to go home, look in the mirror, and see all the faults. Because they're here. We're all human. And I don't care how hard you fight, Satan knows your key. He knows your key, and he knows what it will take to set you up. And it may be something silly. I asked you to make me an egg this morning, not oatmeal. Yesterday you were talking about oatmeal and I didn't get to make it, so I thought I'd make some today. Well, I want an egg today. How do we respond to that? Sometimes not very well. The boss says, I want you to do this and this and this and this, and I want it done by 5 o'clock. You have everything in the world come against you. Everything. And it slipped your mind. You forgot to do it. What happens the next day? He comes in. What? And he's not too happy with the boss because it wasn't done. What's your response? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I should have got it. I have no excuse. Please forgive me. I'll get on it right away. But so-and-so come in and grumble. And we grumble about everything that happened. That didn't change anything. We still responded the wrong way. Sometimes it takes a tragedy to wake us up. Some of us, we can do it by strategy. You have the choice. God help God, I'm failing. Please forgive me. God, I sinned. Please forgive me. I know I was wrong. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Lord, I need your help. He says, okay. And he'll help us. He doesn't shut us out because we make a mistake. God says he knows the intent of our heart. If you're intending to do right and you make mistakes, so what? You're human. He knows you're human. He knows the mistakes. But he also knows whether you intend to turn around or not. He knows. You may hide something from me. You may hug me and tell me you love me to death and all that. But God knows that intent. Mm-hmm. If we're failing, he knows that. And he's not going to put you down because you failed. He said, I come not to condemn the world, but that the world through me might be saved.
Amen.
He will help us through when we make a mistake. And he'll also chastise us when we don't intend to turn around. Yeah. Does he cause things to happen? Sometimes he does.
Yes, he does.
Sometimes he does. But it's only because he loves you enough. He don't want to see you go to a living hell. And that's what it is. You will be alive and you will be on fire, but not the kind of fire you want. You will literally be on fire, and that fire will not quench.
Amen.
It will hurt for eternity. Look what happened with Lazarus and the rich man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You don't think it's true?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. The rich man, he wanted to go back, but he couldn't. So he asked the Lord, send Lazarus to my brothers. And the Lord says, you wouldn't listen. Why would they listen? They're not going to listen because one comes from the dead. You're going to listen when it comes to you. My sister had trouble with her husband. He ran around on her. Done all kinds of things. I used to tell her, Judy, just get over it. You gotta go on with your life. You can't keep this up. You've got to go on. I thought I understood. But when my husband ran around on me, it was a different story. Now I understand what she felt like. The hurt, the pain, the deep pain that you can't get away from. But we still have to forgive. We have to forgive. Will you let the Lord circumcise your heart? Will you let him? Are you willing to pay the price? Psalms 42:7. Deep calleth unto deep.
Yes.
47, what is it? 47.
Yeah.
42:7, I'm sorry. 42:7. Psalms 42:7, I'm sorry. Deep calleth unto deep at the noise of thy water sprouts. All thy waves and all thy billows are gone over me. In this context, the water sprouts are the outpouring of God's blessings of revival on his people. If we allow the deep incisions to take place in our heart, the knife of God is the work of the cross of Christ, separating the carnal, useless stuff within our hearts that keeps us from growing, keeps us from maturing. Those are the deep things, the separating. That's the cutting of the heart, the circumcision, the inner man who can produce nothing itself except for life. God gave us that life. But what are you going to do with that life? Mm-hmm. Are you going to do anything The inner man can produce nothing. Yes, he's born again, but the incision must be deep.
Yes.
The deeper the incision, Pastor, the greater the anointing is going to be on your life. Are you willing to pay that price? Sometimes we say yes, but when he starts the cutting, are we still willing to pay the price? Are you still willing to let him do his master work on us? Because that's what he is. He's the master. How much time have you spent with the master? How important is that fellowship with the master to you? How important is that fellowship? What does it mean to you? You got a relationship, you're saved. But are you going to stop there? Sometimes the cutting is harmful in our hurting, but it's awesome for the calling of God in your life. The circumcision has to be deep. This little young lady here, she can say something to me. Hurt me very, very deeply. And I said, I thought her dad and mom was better than that. Dad, what'd you do wrong? "10 years from now, when I ever see her, it won't mean anything. I may look back and say, oh, little girl." But yet when my husband says something to me, I have to live with him every day for the rest of my life. I have to look at him and remember, I got angry at God for letting him let him know. I got angry at God. So God, you knew he was going to do this to me because you know all things, and you still let him hurt me. But you know what? That hurting and that cutting, Pastor, made me who I am today. It made me who I am. Without that cutting and that hurting, I wouldn't be where I am today. It was important for me to go through that period of time. Shoot. There's a scripture to that. Haven't known. It went away. It would have something harder. I knew I was afflicted. Scripture, it's in Psalms. Before I went astray, I was afflicted. Before I went astray, I was hurt with my husband. And when he hurt me, I started thinking about the circumstances, and I forgot about God. I literally got a gun. I wanted to shoot him one night.